Headed to the dump this morning. Typical random dad task. Take your own trash to the dump. Save you like 25 bucks a month. That's enough for a good 4-pack of beer. Welcome back to the Random Dad YouTube channel, where we do random projects that every dad should know how to do. Today's video is all about heat, shop heat to be exact. I have your typical 24x24 2-bay attached garage. I've been working out here for about 10 years with no heat. It's really cold in the wintertime, so I need some heat out here. I'm getting too old to have cold fingers. Today's video is brought to you by Mr. Heater, and when I say that, I mean that I went to our local Lowe's and bought a product by Mr. Heater. And if I didn't have it and didn't buy it, I wouldn't be able to do this video. Okay, here it is up close. This thing is 18,000 BTUs on high. It has 2 little ceramic radiant heaters. And the thing that I kind of liked about it is it's got 2 different fuel sources. You can use these little 1-pound propane tanks. I have a whole bunch of these kicking around because we used to use a gas grill while we were camping. But since I fell in love with the Acorn Kamado, we don't use that thing anymore, so I have a bunch of these. You can also buy little whip hose that will adapt a 20-pounder to these. Super easy once you have the fuel in there. This is the only control mechanism to this heater. As you can see, it's one knob. You've got off, pilot, low, medium, high. You're gonna click this baby over to pilot. You can see the pilot light is right there. Hold it down a little bit, lets the gas out. And then when you click it over to pilot, you get that spark. But once your pilot light is lit, you can then turn it on to low, which engages one of these ceramic burners. And then you can go, once that one gets nice and orange, you can go over to medium and high. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so now that we've got the pilot light here, I've got the heater on the floor near where I want it to be set up. You do have to slightly press the control knob to get it to turn to low. So I'm gonna click it to low. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but one side of the heating element has just lit up. So now that that's going, it looks like it's nice and orange. I'm gonna slightly depress the switch and I'm gonna go, or the knob, and I'm gonna go all the way to high. You can see that other one lit up here. Cool, let's start this experiment. I never really expected this thing to, make it so I could hang out in board shorts and a Hawaiian shirt out here, but I'd love to be able to work at this bench in this area and have it be above 40 in here. It's about 27 degrees outside today. There's no insulation in this place. There's also no ceiling, so most of this heat is going to shoot right straight up into the truss space. I'm hoping that we can get this at least in the 40s in about a half an hour. I don't want to have to wait 2 hours for my workspace to heat up. I wanted to give you this wider shot because I've got the heater set right here. You can see I've got my thermometer on the kind of the backsplash of my workbench, and we'll see what happens in a half hour. All right, so I'm not gonna call this thing an epic fail. 30 minutes in, we really haven't moved the needle at all here. It's really too bad. This thing says it's supposed to heat 500 square feet. I was hoping it would move the needle a little bit. I'm not looking for tropical weather in here. I'm just looking to be able to feel my finger. I guess I'm back to the drawing board on this one. Stay tuned. I think I'm gonna have to get one of those salamander heaters that everybody's terrified about. If you've got any experience with that, let me know in the comments.